What's up, everyone? We're back in my garage, and I wanted to let you guys know that I got a bike. Not a dirt bike like my kids get, but a mountain bike. I got a framed Rendell, 19-inch mountain bike, 21 speed, and this thing is the bomb.com. I absolutely love it. There's a few things that I wanted to tweak because I like messing around with things. First of all, I took the original pedals, which are perfectly fine, and I'll probably use on a different bike, and I swapped them out for these aluminum ones that I got off of Amazon. They've got a bearing. The name seems to be Missouri. It's got 3 bearings. It's some Chinese knockoff brand. So all you mountain bike enthusiasts, I'm sorry I didn't shop local, but I've got 4 kids that are into motocross, and I do my share of supporting local American businesses elsewhere. So I'm going to save a couple monies when it comes to my mountain bike. Second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these grips. Right here we have Ergo grips, which by the name you should be able to tell are for ergonomics. They're not like these dirt bike grips, which are round and your hand wraps completely around, but they have a spot for your hand to grab onto. And the problem with these is that they're not lock-on grips. I could use some aerosol, or I could use some spray paint, but as you can see, these are just, I've only had the bike for a week, and the grips are already tore up from the bike tipping over. And if you know anything about using aerosol or paint, it doesn't last all that well when you lose a hole. Plus, there's this little vent hole for putting a bar end on. So these are supposed to be tilted at a 45-degree angle, and that's not the case. So what I got were these BW Ergo Lock 2.0's lock-on grips. They've got a 2.5 millimeter Allen key that you use, and there's plastic all the way through here, so there's no spinning, there's no give. So where you put these, they will stay. I use lock-on grips for my kids' dirt bikes, and they work fantastic. Plus, these have these snazzy little plastic bar ends, so that way I don't gouge myself with the bike. So we got it mostly off. Doesn't seem to be any issues. They just pull right off. Like I said, there's no adhesive holding it on. They probably used air to get it on from the factory. You can use an air compressor to get your grips on if you're not using lock-on grips. So here we have the lock-on grip. I've got a red and black one to kind of match the red and black theme of my bike. You can get them in many different colors and get the grip that works for you. There's hundreds of videos on how to get the right grip for you. Now, this is going to be, like I said, you want it to be pointing at a 45-degree angle, so that way your wrist can be in an upward position, not down, because when you're riding a mountain bike, you want to have a good attack position. Then you take your 2.5 mil, which this isn't the one. Correction from the earlier part of the video, it is a 3 millimeter. Into air is human, perfection is divine. And there's only one God, in my opinion. And that be Jesus. So, we've got that. Let's get these out, these bar ends. This is kind of difficult to do one-handed, but I'm trying to make this work for you guys. Got that out. And we want to face this in the up position. And it is honestly... So after installing these lock-on grips, I think that the bike looks pretty sharp. We'll see how they hold up, and if I need to upgrade to a more expensive pair, then that's what I will do. But obviously, with having 4 kids that have a very expensive hobby, my hobbies kind of take the back seat. So I'm going to roll with these for as long as I can. The most important thing is that I get out and ride the bike. That is the most important thing. No matter what, when you have a bicycle like this or any sort of hobby, it's just get out there and do it. Don't overthink things. Don't overthink things. Don't wait until it's perfect. There's obviously things that I could do better. I could put better tires on this bike. I could put a dropper post in. But right now, it's a functioning bike. It's brand new, 2022. It's got disc brakes, Shimano derailleur, Shimano crank. And it's an affordable bike. I think we got it for less than $500. And I even slapped a FMF sticker on it that I got at the race that we just went to. These are great. This is a great alternative to a pit bike because all the tracks are either banning pit bikes or charging you for them nowadays. But they aren't for bicycles. So if you're a moto parent on a budget, a mountain bike is the way to go, in my opinion. Plus, you're out there pedaling. You're out there showing your kids that you can be fit too. COVID hasn't been kind to any of our waistlines, and it's time that we kind of take back fitness, so to speak. My wife and I were embarking on a journey in 2022 where we're going to use bicycles to get back into the shape that we used to be in, so that way our kids can be proud of us. So give a like, subscribe if you haven't, share away, and please comment below and tell me what kind of bikes you have, and if you'd like to try out using these types of grips. All right, guys, have a great night. Goodbye.